Hello. With you, Channel Fact Slant. It seems that something very bad is being started in the sky, considering that the cloud is pulling its arms straight towards the sun. You just look at this lollipop and the whole city needs to lick it. It's probably enough for a year. So you haven't seen this photo, and in general, if you ever see how the police ride in the supermarket on children's police cars, pretend that you didn't see this, and in general you thought, you know, I perfectly understand this guy. It's much more pleasant to walk along your own path of green grass than to stomp on boring gray asphalt. What the creators of book covers generally think about when they draw on them. These are portraits. They think for a second how it will benefit when the reader picks up the book. Panoramic shot during the concert. Right in the middle of the shooting process, the lighting changed dramatically. As a result, the photo looks like a rough montage. Most of all, I'm wondering what happened to the owner of this package. Did he just bravely say goodbye to his property? Well, nothing terrible happens. You can wipe the table. Why is the shadow of the plane turned in the other direction? But this does not mean that it is photoshopped. This shadow just belongs to another plane that flies higher. A swan with a swan on its head. Well, isn't the charm of a real swan in a square? Up to how convenient it is to ride behind such a mirror tank. Not only that, and you can admire a perfectly matching landscape, and there is no need to use a rear view mirror. Yes, it's a mushroom, but he dreamed of becoming an apple all his life, so he drew it on the hat. It's also a very good neighborhood on the road. It is more pleasant to go to the destination if from the nearest truck. The pretty woman looks at you playfully. Apparently some fishermen dreamed of a giant fish very much, but they accurately formulated their dream, and therefore the fish appeared in the form of a cloud over the forest. You know, it suits an ear and horned parrot. Really looks good. Even it's a pity that such there really no photograph in nature that will never be repeated. Pelicans accidentally flying through the grotto drew a real human face with their silhouettes. Of course, I don't argue that all fire rescuers and ambulance workers can be called guardian angels, but just so with wings. The sky today is extremely rocky. I would even say of huge cobblestones, no matter how they fall. I went for a walk along the street and accidentally saw a stray cat exactly like the one that is drawn on his t-shirt. Well, in general, now the guy has not only a t-shirt, but also the cat. In this tree was hit by lightning and now it literally burns from the inside. Is it worth saying that this is a rare phenomenon, and taking such a photo is an incredible rarity? It seems at that moment all the warehouse employees stopped breathing, because from any sneeze these boxes will definitely crash down. It's probably a little insulting when your daughter is given a doll that looks just like you. A really unique case when a girl was lucky enough to become part of the rainbow in the truest sense of the word. They said that you can't build such high skyscrapers. You see, not both scratched. And what to do now? Apparently this man is a real soulmate with a chicken, but it can't be like that coincidence by chance. They perfectly complement each other. I just can't understand this tree disguises itself as a deer or a deer as a tree. Strange feeling when you realize that your smartphone case was made from the same board as the table. In general, there is no variety in the world. This photo looks like there are 4 different, but this is just one shot, although it's really not easy to believe in the rarest phenomenon of Stonehenge on tour in Street. On tour in St. Petersburg? Hurry up to see, otherwise it will soon melt. Before you hang an advertising poster, it would be nice to see how it will look on the ground. Otherwise I'm afraid after such an advertisement, customers in exactly will not be added. Now, that's all. Subscribe to the Fact Slant channel and watch our other videos.